Hello. I'm actually on here a few minutes early. I was just finishing a session with someone. So we're going to do Theta Healing Thursday. This is my first time doing this for our subscribers. So anyone else that wants to participate, they can pay $18 and join us. Hello, welcome in, Joe Bean. All right, I'm just going to smudge here. So tonight we're doing theta healing. If you don't know what theta healing is, we're basically releasing any limiting beliefs that you have. And this might be from past life, this might be from society, things that we've learned along the way, your DNA, so genetics, as well as on a soul or core level. So things that you've just kind of have along your path. So it really doesn't matter how or why we're clearing energy, but I like to share and explain as we clear the energy, why it's there and kind of like how we picked up that belief in the first place. So feel free to share if you're a subscriber what it is that you're working on. Hello, welcome in. So let's start off with some cards here. So if you want to join in with our theta healing, you can pay $18, okay? Or you can come in as a subscriber. So I'm just starting to do this, so it's Thursday night theta healing for subscribers. Hello, Jody. So Jody, you're definitely going to benefit from this. I've been doing a lot of theta healing in my little special that I'm doing right now, so it's only $35 for 1 hour. So I think everybody's feeling a lot of the healing benefits after their sessions because a lot of people have had a lot of heavy stuff going on. So I'm glad that I'm able to extend this until Sunday night. And then my readings are going from $100 to $200, and my sessions are going from 65 to 85 minutes as well. And I'm combining everything that I have, all my training, into that. So I'm going to be opening up to mediumship as well. So great time to get a session if you're looking for that discount as well. Okay, so Jody, we're here to do theta healing. Okay, so it's theta healing Thursday for our subscribers. Again, you can come in and subscribe where you can pay $18 to join us. You can also sit back and relax and just enjoy if you would like. Okay. So, Jody, I know you've been working on relationship stuff, so I have my notepad here, so I will be writing down what's coming through, okay? Just in general, some messages here. We have Three of Cups. So with theta healing, we're doing all kinds of different healings because we're also bringing in what we want to attract in our lives. And so these are positive emotions, these are love relationships, these are more money, more abundance, more freedom, more self-expression, being more on our soul path, letting go of fears, letting go of sickness, etc. Okay, so the Three of Water is talking about getting into that celebratory vibe. So feel free to share as well if you want. What are you grateful for? Just to get into that vibration. And also, what have you been working on lately? Is there anything you've been working on? So Jody, are you here? If so, just let me know because you're our only subscriber currently that's on. I'm also going to see if this is something that people are enjoying because I feel like a lot of people can benefit from it. Okay, so we also have the Moon card. This talks about more intuition, more intuitive practices, learning to kind of tap in. I've been teaching a lot of muscle testing today as well, so that's something we also use in theta healing. Okay, I'm grateful for my health and my health of my partner and our children. Wonderful. Health is a goodie. We have had massive improvements over here or in my relationship since I got home. I'm very happy for you. And you've been doing a lot of work as well. So Jody, is there anything positive that you're bringing in or anything negative that you're looking to let go of. And this can be literally anything, but I'm just going to encourage you to pick something specific that just that intuitively you feel comes through, okay? And also, guys, if you want to hop in, just come in and subscribe and join our healings and clearings as well if you have some things you want to work on. Then we have Eight of Swords. This is someone who feels restricted and trapped. So when I see this card coming through, that's just really mindset work, right? Any type of limiting beliefs that we have. I'm working on letting go of past resentments. Ooh, that's a good one. I also decided to do a full moon candle ceremony on January 25th at 6:45 p.m. It's only $8, so if you want to buy a candle for that, we're going to be doing some healings as well. Okay. So past resentment. So feel free to explain. Hello, Aaron. We're doing some theta healing. I'm starting to do a theta healing Thursday for our subscribers. So is there something you want to let go of or bring in to your life? So do you have any limiting beliefs, any fears, or any goals? So again, Jody, is there anyone specific that you're feeling resentful towards, resenting my partner for the hurt? Yep, that's a common one. Sometimes we feel like we're doing more work than other people too. Like that could be in work as well, where we feel like just because we're responsible and reliable, we'll end up taking on all the everybody else's like stuff because you become that person that'll just kind of take the shit, you know? And so then we have to deal with boundaries and, you know, communication and things like that, right? So I'm glad we're talking about this as well because I kind of feel like that's attached. And so then we have to deal with boundaries and, you know, communication and things like that, right? So I'm glad we're talking about this as well because I kind of feel like that's attached. Yep, that's me trying to establish and maintain boundaries. Okay, and the word trying, maybe just shifting that over to I am establishing and maintaining boundaries because trying is kind of like, it's not going to happen, it's not there yet. So just being mindful of that. I hear that a lot. I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. So I am doing this and I am doing that. That'll give you a little more credit too. So happiness and fulfillment. Hey guys, welcome in. Yep, that's me. Okay, boundaries. It's funny, boundaries is something that a lot of people are hard on themselves about because they say, oh, I've already worked on boundaries. I had a lady yesterday, she's very advanced, but she kind of felt like, but I've already been working on boundaries. I already have them. And then when we muscle tested on it, it's like, no, you need to clean those up, right? So yes, you have them, but maybe you need to tighten them. Make sense? Okay, I want to let go of pain from Jay. Stop worrying about people judgment. Okay. Is it stop worrying about what other people think, like their judgments, or just worrying about people and also judgment? So pain from Jay. Worry. And letting go and trust the universe and spirits. That's a really good one. I think we're all on the same page with that. So what about trusting people? Is that one for you, Aaron, or anybody else here that's a subscriber? So if you're not a subscriber, you can pay $18 to hop in as well. Okay, completely up to you. But I am starting Thursday night Theta Healing Nights. I have a lot of people that I feel like can really benefit from that. So trusting people, universe, spirit, maybe God if you believe in that. And you're just kind of saying like letting go, do you mean like letting go of ego, letting go of your own judgments, letting go of your pride? What is that? I need to have a conversation to ensure the boundaries are understood well. So I'm going to use another word here, Jody, reinforce, right? So you want your voice to be heard. You also want to feel like you need to reinforce, but you want to feel like once you've established the boundary, that it's firm. So maybe like reinforcing and affirming your boundaries without feeling like it's going to be so much work, you know? But when we clear up the resentment, we'll work on that. What people think about me. Oh, that's such a goodie. Yes, all of those. Okay. That's a good one. I have a difficult time doing that. Huge trust issues. Okay, no problem. I trust few people. Yep. So, so Jody, would you say sometimes it's hard for you to meet new people, or is it like, is your heart guarded? Is it like past trauma or being taken advantage of? I keep going towards that one for you. Okay, hello, welcome in. So, doing Theta Healing Thursday for subscribers, where you can hop in and pay. Need to have conversation. Understood well. Think. Okay, that's a good one. I have different times doing that. Trust issues. Just reading all these again. Sounds like we're all on the same page here. Okay, because I know I am a calm person, but I collect bad habits and bad triggers. Okay. Yeah, I would just label you as probably someone who is, well, there's a little bit of sticker in the way there. Label you as someone who is sensitive, right? Maybe I can move that sticker. Okay. Look at me doing stuff. All right. So I think we have this down. So we've got some heart chakra, we've got some throat chakra, got some root chakra here because that's our safety, right? Some of those things. So like chest and then lower. So then what's going on in the head, right? And what's going on in the emotions too. So clearing out the emotions, clearing out the head. All right. So I'm guarded now. Okay, yes, because I'm an empath. So both of you guys probably are. I don't get out much. I was taken advantage of a lot. I was let down by many people during divorce. So I'm going to say, like, maybe sometimes we close off because of pain, right? Closed off. I'm going to call it closed off energy. Okay. Yeah, so that's normal. Literally everybody I've been working with the last few days has been dealing with heart walls. I actually did a yoga, like an 18-minute yoga class slash meditation, a little crystal healing, a little bit of mindfulness, and I'm gonna pop that in after I get off here into my VIP membership group as well. So anybody that's in there can watch that. I sent it out to one of my clients today because I really felt like she needed that. But it's interesting because that's a theme for everybody. We're all kind of letting our walls down, learning to be vulnerable. But at the same time, it's scary. I think we're meant to. I think there are a lot of people out there that want to meet other people, but everybody's kind of carrying all this pain around, you know? And so obviously, when the full moon comes in, that's been coming up with my clients too, because that's like next week, like a week from today or something. I'm encouraging them to make sure that they're doing a full moon ritual. That's also underneath my membership, but also I'm going to be doing a ceremony healing and release thing at 6:45 on January 25th. So you can purchase that in my bio too. So you have a candle for that. Make sure you let me know what you're releasing. And then the replay is going to be up underneath YouTube. Okay, perfect. So actually, I'm feeling called to starting with Aaron's energy. Okay, so all you have to do is say yes to these downloads. Okay, so again, if you want to participate in this, please subscribe or pay $18. All right, otherwise, if you want to collect the downloads, just say yes, but we're only going to focus on the people that are involved here. Okay, so with your permission, is it okay if I ground you? Okay. A lot of stuff's coming up already. So again, this is for everyone too, right? We're focusing on the things that Erin has said, and then we'll shift over to Jody. But again, we'll all be sharing it together, so I'll still get the information that will be beneficial for everyone too. Okay. So, Erin, one of the things that I feel like you're manifesting is more sincere, lighthearted people. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. More sincere, lighthearted people. So you're also releasing that pain, right? So just want to acknowledge that you want to bring in people that are more genuine and supportive and helpful. So would you like to let go of this pain that you're carrying around as a result of J? Would you also like to let go of any worry that you might have that's lingering in and around your energy field? And would you like to let go of the fears that you have around being judged or caring too much about what other people think, and as a result feeling like you need to stop being who you are or accommodate other people instead of actually just focusing on what your heart wants for you? Let's let that go on a genetic level as well. I feel like there might be someone in your genetics that also cared a lot about what other people thought, and so they kind of stopped focusing on what they wanted and started focusing on, accommodating the others. Feels like a mother energy, but it could be on your father's side, could be both sides, but I get more of like a even like a grandmother that did this, and so that's why this is fun, because when we clear the genetics, then that's something that, if you had children, they wouldn't take on. But the main thing is that you're not taking it on anymore, right? So let's let that go. Good. I also feel like just to remind yourself that about all of your positive qualities, okay? Because I'm getting that you bring light into other people's lives. Like you raise other people's vibration. You are very positive. Like you're someone that will encourage. And so I think that's why it's hurtful. It's been hurtful for you in the past because you're not that type of person, right? I just feel like you wouldn't put somebody else down. Like it's just not in your character or nature. So I think it hurts us extra when other people are like that on purpose. They intentionally want to bring others down, like a bully or someone who will lower someone else's vibration so that they can feel better about themselves. Ooh, quite the do today. My mom passed, and both my grandmother as well. Okay, so um so when we're clearing that energy, because it doesn't matter if they're alive or not alive, but also maybe we're feeling drawn to them for a reason. You get what I'm saying? That their spirit's more connected to you here to focus on that, getting you to speak about it, right? All right, good. So I'm still feeling like, Erin, have you had like someone that like backstabbed you? Sounds bad, but like someone who really hurt your heart. Or the other thing I'm feeling is a touch of anxiety. Yes, okay. So feel free to share if you want. You can definitely anxious, okay. But you can also, if you want to share that, like somebody that hurt you, is it this same person, or was it like somebody who like crushed you, took away your spirit a little bit, bullied you? Hi, Gertie. So you can definitely be added in here as well. I'm happy to see you. I'm glad you joined. Hi. So Gertie, what are you working on while we're here? Okay. Jay is my friend and I had feelings for her, but I was so worried to ruin it. Okay. All right. So the anxiety is more the anxiety and the trust, right? I'm going to add that in, anxiety and trust here for you. And then we'll let Gertie add in her portion of things too, okay? So whatever you're working on letting go of, whatever you're looking to bring in, and just trust that you're going to get exactly what you need. A couple of the cards that I pulled up already is feelings of being trapped, right? So that's kind of what we're sharing, a little bit of anxiety. Feeling like when you don't have a light at the end of the tunnel, you do, but that emotion, which absolutely we're working on that pain. We got the moon card talking about tapping into that feminine energy and that intuition as well. It says angel of dreams. Talked a little bit about that full moon coming in, the importance of us understanding, you know, what we're ready to let go of. Yes. And then now we have Ace of Cups. This is talking about emotional growth and releasing. I'm just kind of like releasing anything emotional that's still in there to help you move forward, okay? So, yes. So yeah, girly or Gertie, I want to call you girly. Anything that is, it doesn't have to be like negative. It can also be like something positive that you want to bring in. Okay. I told her and she pull away, but then she told me she wants to be friends again, but she didn't show it. Okay. Yeah, so kind of left you feeling a little bit like, what the hell, right? So again, I'm getting lack of support here and a little bit of disappointment, okay? So would you like to clear, cancel, and delete any stuck, frozen energy that's no longer serving you in and around your solar plexus? And what that means is any energy that's kind of hanging on to things from the past that were hurtful for you. And let's let that go on a genetic level too, where we're bringing in resentment here as well. So if you had, I'm going to go like on your father's side, someone who got a little bitter, you know, where they just had a hard time because it's like, oh, people have done me wrong, or, you know, don't trust people or something like that. Again, sometimes that's a little bit of the old school mindset when people get older, instead of like learning to forgive and heal, they just kind of hang on to that. And it's like, you know, they have a little chip on their shoulder. Okay. So yeah, let's let that go. Let's let that go. Any times in your life where you continued to hang on to the old when you knew it wasn't serving you. So like any type of stubbornness, that's what I'm getting here. Okay. And would you like to know what it is and what it feels like? So anybody that wants to say yes to this can. Would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to feel light in your physical body? Would you like to know who you are without all of the anxiety and the fear? And would you like to know who you are as a person who doesn't have anxiety moving forward, so that you can be the best version of you and identify more with where your energy is coming from, so you don't have to take on the weight of the world or other people's crap, that you can identify with the energy and move forward doing so. Okay, that'll be a good one for everyone here. Good. And I'm hearing specifically here, Aaron, to pay more attention to that energy is contagious. Okay, so what I mean by that is like negative energy is basically toxic, and it's like a poison, right? But when we're in a bad mood, then somebody else gets in a bad mood, and then it trickles, right? But when we have that gratitude and we have that like really positive energy, you know, somebody, and we compliment somebody, then like that, it makes that person's day. And then when the next person comes in, they do the exact same thing, and again we get that vibe. So for some reason, that's what I'm getting for you, to pay more attention to, just noticing those cycles and those circuits of energy of when I'm with these people, I feel really great, or when I'm doing this, I feel really great, and then when I'm doing this, I feel really crappy. And so it sounds so silly, but it's very simple, but that's really what's coming through. Okay. So any subscriber that's here that wants to participate, just throw your comments in. Okay, let me know what you're working on. And also, if you want to participate and you're not a subscriber, you can pay $18 by using my bio, and you can use PayPal that way. Okay, and then we'll get you to come in. Alicia, for some reason, it's saying that you're not a subscriber anymore. I'm not sure if you're able to figure that out. It says you'll lose your benefits soon, but it's not showing up with heal beside your name. That could also be a little glitch. I'm not sure if you checked that out yet. And then Aaron says, I tend to push out energy or absorb others. Yeah, and this is more just getting you to kind of just like pay attention to like your surroundings when there are emotions coming in, good or bad, literally, and then you'll kind of see what's going on. Am I reacting to this, or are they reacting to this? And it's just kind of neat to pay attention to. Okay, moving forward. And then also we have Katrina in here. So Katrina, feel free to share what you're working on. Is there anything that you're clearing out? Is there anything you're bringing in? I know, still waiting on response. Says January 28th. Restart. Okay, well then, Alicia, if that's what it says, I believe you. Okay, so then it's all good. Participate. Okay, because that could easily just be a stupid little glitch, and we wouldn't want you to miss out. Okay, so no stress, no worries. So feel free to throw down what you're working on. And also, I'm going to be doing a candle ceremony on under the full moon. So we're also, when you purchase your candle for that, it's $8. It's in my bio, but make sure you add what you're releasing. So when we go to do that healing, you can do that. And in my VIP membership, we also have a ritual in there, but obviously it's not live. It has, and then the replay will be underneath YouTube. It has been 4 times that I have noticed your candles are awesome. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. This is my first time doing a full moon one. And so this is going to be normal for you guys as well until I don't want to do this anymore. It'll be Thursday night Theta healings. Okay. And so I think it's fun to allow people to get support this way. And it's nice for outsiders to kind of learn and get the good vibes as well. And then if you're not a subscriber for some reason, if you can't do that, you can still pay to get it. Okay? So let's move on here. Now that we are all organized. So going back into Jody. So Jody, are you here? You're welcome. Okay. So it also, Jody, if there's anything like based on what was coming through for you in these downloads, feel free to add that in too. Did that trigger anything for you? Did you agree with some of the stuff that was coming in there too? Where you mentioned resentment? Are you stubborn? Do sometimes you carry a chip on your shoulder? Do you get better? Do you start to say, oh, people are assholes, or I can't stand people. People suck. Okay, so you're working on boundaries and happiness here, right? That's kind of what I feel like focusing on. So would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to have boundaries without feeling angry first? And agreeing to that? And anybody that wants it? And I'm hearing the word animosity. I think my negativity can cause me extra issues. Absolutely. But I'm hearing animosity. So does that mean anything to you? You know, when it's like there's tension in the room because people are pissed off with each other, but it's like they're not saying anything, but you can feel the tension, right? Now, my husband is more of a silent person. Thank God, because I'm not. Just kidding. So sometimes I have to encourage him to be a little louder, and sometimes he needs to encourage me to, shut it down. And he's more like it's what he doesn't say. It's not hard to tell when he's in his emotion. So I definitely feel like if, somebody's angry, you can feel that. And that's kind of what I'm picking up here of like being in animosity and, sometimes how we handle that and how we address it is important. Do we set time aside to have heart to hearts? Do we just call the elephant out in the room? Do we try to approach that person with love and kindness? I always say kill people with kindness, but sometimes we need to respect people's space. There's so many different things, right? I think so. Negativity causing you extra issues towards a couple of people, I think it's more avoidant. Okay, and that's also where we're working on anxiety, that tendency to pull back rather than go in because we don't want to piss people off anymore. But also, if we just never talk about it, then it's only going to get worse, and then they can assume things that we're thinking that we're not saying, and then when you actually talk, it might be like something that's not even a big deal. You're just either overthinking or feeling a lot, right? Also, if you're sensitive, you could be picking up on somebody else's energy and then like assume it's somebody else too. So if we don't say like, are you feeling okay, is everything all right, the check-ins, then then we can also let things fester way more than it needs to. So the alternative is, instead of thinking it's worst case scenario, maybe go also into best case scenario. But we don't want you to be in denial either, because I'm afraid of a bad reaction. Yes, avoidance tendencies is just avoidant of a lot of people have a fear of conflict, right? So then it's like, oh my god, I can't have this like heart to heart with this person. Um, things have been like this for 20 years, so let's just leave it that way, right? And as we age, we tend to get worse and worse and worse. So it's something we have to learn to be, not only communicate those healthy boundaries, but be assertive with our energy. So we don't feel like we don't want anybody to be scared of us or intimidated by us. We want to feel like we're approachable, but we also want to feel like there's win-win outcomes and that people understand our words, right? So it takes practice to be assertive. So would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to deal and handle conflict without feeling like you need to avoid or get into all these like limiting beliefs that are coming up for you? So just say yes. Let's let that go on a history level. And a history level is more like on a societal level, that it's like, don't rock the boat. You know, you don't like cause problems, when you need to have a voice, right? Let me know if that connects to anybody. Good. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is, yeah, my partner is reactive. Yeah, and so that's also like when sometimes people project energy onto you too, like if they're like angry, they can just kind of take it out on you, right? So, do we need to stand up and be like, you can't treat me this way? Or do we need to learn how to not be reactive back and just understand, okay, they're just going through something right now. So what do you think about that? How are we, if somebody's reactive to you, should we put them in their place? Should we just let them feel it out? What do you guys do? Because there's no right or wrong answer here, right? Everybody's situation is different and every personality is different. So I think it's good to work on these things. Not usually reactive back. Probably sometimes, Jody. If you muscle test, I need to work on my reactions. See if you get a yes or no. If I do that for you, I'm getting yes. I don't think it's all the time, you're right. But definitely something to work on, right? So what we're seeing in somebody else, chances are that we don't like, chances are we're doing that somewhat ourselves somehow. So that's what is so annoying about triggers, is when somebody's really triggering you, it's like, oh crap, there's something I need to change within me, or this wouldn't be bothering me so much. And so I call that mirror work. So it's just more reflection. And this full moon is called the wolf moon, and it's actually a time of new beginning. So it is going to be an intense one, but you're going to be feeling like you want to work on new things, and you're seeing me already starting to bring that stuff in. And it's the wolf moon because we can hear the wolves howling a little bit louder this time of year. So thinking about the energy of the wolf and how they stand in the back to lead, more or less. So also, sometimes we're taught to create boundaries by being loud, but sometimes it's what you don't say as well. Hello, welcome in. Perfect timing, yes. So, yeah, so where we're working on support systems and feeling like we have other people um, there, it's also important that we're feeling like we're able to support and hold space for other people too, right? So, if I froze, my apologies. So, would you like to know who you are without everybody else's bullshit? And would you like to know who you are without everybody else's neediness? And would you like to create more space for yourself to allow yourself to feel what you're feeling? So when you are having heavy emotions or you are feeling like you need to react, that you can allow yourself to do that in places that you don't need to also create poison or toxicity for someone else. Yeah, and so Jody, for you, I'm getting specifically working on healthy environments, right? Super important for you. So just also becoming more aware of, what environments are toxic to you, uh, what environments are unhealthy for you, right? Because sometimes it's not necessarily the place, it's the people. You know what I'm saying? So you could be in a perfectly beautiful place and be so triggered. So that would be an unhealthy environment for you. So it feels like the people more than the place. And so something to just kind of remind yourself if you're working on boundaries. I was recognizing that was a problem for me a couple of weeks ago. Okay, yeah. And that's where everybody's different. Like some people, like my husband's the type of person that he's not one to like just go somewhere and be really triggered. But I find when he's driving, more so, right? So there's something about, the road that sometimes people get that little bit of like instant like what the hell, buddy, or use your signal, right? So we've all got it. We all have those triggers, right? And so again, it doesn't just come from this life, right? But a lot of our relationships are the reasons why we have those triggers. So different types and styles of relationships. Some people purposely try to trigger people too, right? They like to poke the bear, right? Because they know how to push your buttons. So I left, gave a break, and now I see some improvements. Perfect. Great. So as long as those boundaries are reinforced, right? So would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to have consistency when it comes to your boundaries, so you can continue to up level your boundaries without feeling like it's not going to work? Okay. And so Jody, for you moving forward outside of the healthy boundaries, it would also be to focus more on encouraging other people. Okay? Instead of feeling like you're the one that needs to do the work, just encourage, right? Trust that the other people are the ones that need to do the work, and all we can do is encourage. Because nobody's going to feel motivated when we tell people what to do, right? Nobody likes to be told what to do. Nobody puts baby in a corner. So think about that as well when you're working with whoever you're working with. In your relationships, just encourage, right? That's all you can do is encouragement, I feel like, is being supportive, right? All we can do is role model and put put the good energy out there, right? We can make suggestions. And if somebody gets pissed off that we're making a suggestion, okay, well, again, that's their choice in terms of how they want to react to that. But would you like to let go of any guilt or shame that you feel within yourself from times in your life where you tried to help people and it didn't work out, and as a result of that, you kind of blamed yourself, or felt basically badly about it? Let's let that go on a history level as well. So teach like that society's taught us that we should feel badly about ourselves when things aren't working out. Okay, good. So Jody, I feel like you need clarity on a situation, so feel free to ask that, okay? And then we'll move on. And was there anybody else that had something that they wanted to work on? I feel that I can encourage my partner to be and do better for himself without judgment. Absolutely. You definitely can. Clarity on the status of my relationship. Okay. Okay, so when I look into future, right, I for some reason, I feel like it's reminding me of a job that I had at Costco that wasn't like, it's not that Costco wasn't aligned for me. It's that the department that they put me in was not aligned for me. So I felt like I didn't have like a say in where I wanted to work. So I applied there because I was interested in Costco. But when I got in there, then they just shoved me into a department. It's like, okay, I want to be here, but I don't want it to be this way, and I can't do what I feel is not right for me. So here's your relationship. It's all of Costco, right? So make sure that you don't get pinned into a place where you don't want to be, right? Because that's what you're working on, okay? So anybody else that wants these downloads, again, you just say yes to all of them. So would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to feel free and to have autonomy in your work and in your relationships so you can make healthier decisions for yourself? And would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to make decisions with other people as well, so you can feel like there's more togetherness in your circumstances? That or something better? Good. I feel like that was more what you needed there. And I said that or something better to, again, not limit when we're manifesting. And also, when we're doing downloads, it's important to muscle test as well, if that's for you. Because you might find like you're a yes, but you're kind of a no. And when we're working on this, you want to feel like it's a hell yes. Like, yeah, I want that. But if you're not really sure and you need clarity, it's a great time to ask, okay? Well, if you don't believe that, so this is called Theta healing, okay? You can check out my blog, what Theta healing is, through horsemanreadings.com. All my info's in my bio. Manifestation is literally your belief in positive thinking, right? So manifesting is just putting in the energy, putting out, I should say, putting in your request, putting out the energy that you desire. So positive equals positive, the law of attraction, using prayer as a tool, writing down affirmations to bring in positive energy that you want to attract by bringing it into the now, using visualization to see positive future energy to bring it more into your now, right? So what we create in our mind is what happens. So if you, just as much as manifestation is possible, negative things happening is also very possible when you think negatively. So if you're a worrier, you will attract the worries that you think about. So just as much, so even asking if manifestation works, Well, does positive self-talk work? When you tell yourself that you're a piece of shit, do you feel like a piece of shit? Right? When somebody else tells you you're a piece of shit, do you feel like a piece of shit? Maybe, right? Maybe that's your normal, but if you tell yourself that you're beautiful, right? I am beautiful, then that's a much better way of living. And so the science behind it is more just, it's even obvious. You don't need science behind it to know that what we feed ourselves with, and that's, I'm talking the food that you eat too, right? The things that you attract into your life are what you become. The people that you surround yourself with are the people that you become, right? So I'm not, if you're not a subscriber, then you're not participating in the healing because this is subscriber only, but I want other people to benefit from it. So if you are a subscriber, make sure that you put in what it is that you're desiring. I won't call it manifestation if that's triggering to anybody, but I will say what you're desiring, right? So when I am clearing energy, it's what would you like to release and let go of? And then what would you like to attract or desire, right? My training is in DNA, Theta Healing DNA, Advanced DNA, Dig Deeper, you and your inner circle, you and the creator, and manifesting abundance. So those are all my trainings that I have in Theta Healing. There's a lot of different courses you can take. And at some point I will be teaching and certifying people to learn more about this. And it's your subconscious and limiting beliefs. Okay, so it's learning as a practitioner. I go into Theta, which is sleep state. You're in Beta, which is wake state. And so when I go into Theta, I ask to release these things for you because you have to ask for the things that you want to let go of. And then also I ask for the things that you're desiring. And a lot of this has to do with wanting to change, wanting to let go of something, being ready to let something in. And so one of the things that comes up with full moons is we close chapters in our life. And then one of the things that comes up in a new moon is we are ready to take on new things because we've allowed that old chapter to close. And it doesn't always work perfectly. Sometimes, you know, our months are all intertwined when we're ready to let go of something in divine timing. When we're bringing in new energy, it's, I say that or something better, so we can be open to also the changes that come in. And so if you're putting out good vibes, then good things will happen, right? And if you are the type of person where something bad happens and you're like, oh, I was putting out good vibes and something bad happened, so I'm cursed, or whatever it is. Okay, well, maybe, just maybe, you could learn how to overcome those obstacles, you know, continue to have a positive mindset. So sometimes it's learning how to overcome those humps. So I feel like one of the things that I teach are tools to help you cope and manage and deal with life's shifts, right? So I don't just say, would you like to release this? I also help people teach and move them forward, right? Which is why I combine my readings and healings. And I'm glad we're able to teach some of this tonight. Okay. So yeah, so this is called Theta Healing. This is a great tool for manifestation, getting sessions like that, working with the new moon energy. And if you want to join my new moon ceremony, that's February 8th, and you'll be able to watch that live as well. And you can also watch my past live that I did underneath YouTube. You write, I want this, or you write, and again, you're not participating, but I feel like it's important because maybe other people have this question, right? You write, I want this, or you write, you thankful as you are already received the blessings. So with new moons, if you want to check out my new moon ritual, it's free. It's underneath rituals playlists, and you can listen to that. You're welcome. You can listen to the way that I do it, and so I think you'll find that helpful. And this is also a topic that if people want to learn more about, then I can do a talk on it, right? I can do that. Under YouTube is longer than 10-minute videos, so usually that's where it gets put. In my membership group, I have a manifesting abundance program that I did a long time ago that's in there. I have a money blocks program where we let go of all of our limiting beliefs and manifest things by bringing in gratitude, and we learn tools and a lot more stuff than that. Okay. Also, our new moon rituals and our full moon rituals are in there with Theta healing too. Okay, so if you're VIP or Pro, you get to email me things that you'd like support with, and then when I download the videos, then I focus on that for you. Okay. Alrighty. So, any other subscriber that's here, let me know how all that is connecting to you. Okay, perfect, Charlene. Thank you. All right, so I'm just going to check in here, reground. I'm hearing the word astrology for some reason, and I'm also getting a lot of pulsation in my third eye. So, and I'm also hearing leaving the past behind. So would you like to clear, cancel, and delete any energy that's no longer serving you, that's still lingering in there, that maybe we didn't cover this evening, that, that we discussed, and maybe it didn't get brought up and you would have liked it to have been brought up? And would you like to know that it's safe also for you to attract the things that you truly desire for yourself, also that we already talked about, okay? In case we missed any of that. I'm also getting that there's someone in here whose energy right now is at like a 60%. And so I kind of want to top up your batteries as well. So would you, with your permission, is it okay if I top up your batteries? Anyone that wants that, say yes. Okay, and then there's someone who's at like a 90, 92%. So is there a subscriber in here that's participating, that's feeling like they feel good, but not like perfect in terms of their energy being more up? Okay, it's so funny. I was just going to check on you. I like literally thought of your name right away. Okay, so if you could check in, Gertie, what at what percent do you feel like you're still not feeling like topped up? Is it like 8%? Is it like 18% where you're kind of feeling like if you were a cell phone, right? And you know we need 100, we want 100. What percentage would you say you're lacking? And also make sure, because you've got a lot of healings and clearings today, that you're making sure you're okay. That feels pretty good to me, the 20%. That you're taking great care of your energy too. So drink lots of water. I didn't mention that. And also, of course, if you can eat some healthy grounding foods, that will help. But the water helps you move the energy a little faster, okay? And if you're exhausted, that's also normal too from the healings that you received today, and you're coming in and getting more, right? And that's why I suggest people in my membership group to take their time with all the videos, because I have a lot of content in there. It's a good thing, but at the same time, making sure that you're, doing it at your own pace, right? So would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to have a full cup in your life? And would you like to know what it is and what it feels like to have your energy topped to 100% on the regular? Good. Okay, I'm even getting, Gertie, for you, that thank you, that your energy is more bouncy. I don't know if you feel that way, but I think you're going to be finding that your energy is going to be more bouncy. So when I think about bouncy, it's more someone who wants to, when they listen to their music, bop around a little more, right? A little more pep in your step. So just pay attention to that as well, about the progress that you are making. I do, in and out. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because you are making progress, right? So you're going to notice, even if it's like subtle changes, that there is a shift, okay? And so just you know, keep having courage, keep working on it. I'm also gonna do this special that's $35 until the end of Sunday night. So if anybody wants another session with me that already had a session, you know, you want to keep working on some things, you're more than welcome to do that also. And then my prices are going up to $200 on Monday. And I'm also adding mediumship in for anyone that's interested in getting readings. The sessions are going to be just a little bit longer as well to make sure that we can cover all additional things, okay? And as you know, you get a lot out of your sessions, so I'm really enjoying them, and thank you so much for participating in all that. If you don't want a Zoom call as well, I will send you a video email, and I'm going to email it to you, so it's an unlisted YouTube video, and that would be more of what I feel like you need. So that could be a combination of anything. It won't be a full hour because when we're not having the back and forth conversation, there's less need to have that length of time, but you'll definitely get exactly what you need out of it. I'm also doing that over the phone, over just email through written form or messenger, okay? So it allows everybody to get access. Not everybody's comfortable talking to someone, and so at least it'll kind of give you the top up. And I also want to share that my EFT sessions are only $11. That's a video. I tune into your energy, give you a little reading, and give you a little tapping. So that's releasing any negative things. We're saying things out loud, and then we go in and we bring positive energy in. So that's another goodie to get sent over to give you an extra tool. Okay, any questions about that? I now have free 30-minute complimentary calls. So if you're struggling with, like, I don't know, purchasing a product from me, you want some more like a consult, or you want to get into my membership and you're just confused about how it works, or if you're already in the membership and you're confused how it works, it's no big deal. I want to make sure that everybody understands, you know, what theta healing is and whatever it is, okay? Or even if you're a subscriber and you want to know what it is to be a subscriber, let me know, okay? I'm glad. So let's integrate all of that. So that just means all the things, all the downloads that we invited in today, we're just agreeing that we want to start moving forward with that. Just letting everybody know that, again, you might feel a little fatigued afterwards. That's completely normal. Even if you feel like you're on a high, you might end up crashing too. So that water will definitely help you take care of yourselves. I would say more like 48 hours after you get any type of healing. And most of my readings have healings in them. So give yourself that extra space and time, maybe in your schedule as well. If you're rushing out to work or something right after, just being a little more mindful of that, okay? So take care of yourselves, and thank you so much for being here. And we'll see you soon. Bye for now.